This morning I'm joined with Shelly Thompson. She's with Numerica, and I'll tell you what, folks, right now the housing market, it is so hot. But a lot of us have questions still, and this morning we're debunking some myths. So the first myth we want to talk about is that 20% down. Why is that a myth, and what's the reality now?
Well, you really don't need 20% down anymore. There are loan programs out there where you can put as little as 3% down. For some first-time home buyers, veterans, and even people who qualify for USDA, you can put as little as 0 down. I think that in 2014, the National Association of Realtors said that the average was about 6% down.
And so a lot of families, you know, they want to wait until they buy a home, maybe when they're debt-free or they don't have as many financial burdens. But talking about the credit score, I mean, what's ideal right now?
Yeah. You know, you don't have to have perfect credit and you don't have to be debt-free. That's one of the two biggest myths out there. Everybody has some form of debt, from credit cards to student loans. You know, we all have some debt. So what you really want to do is look at your debt to income ratio. That's what's most important in this case. You want to look at maybe keeping your house payment around 1/3 of your income. Credit score is important and it does help your interest rate, so that is true. But people with bruised credit can still buy a home. There are home loans out there that can help people with 600 to 620 credit scores. So you still can buy a home with bruised credit.
You can still put up that white picket fence, my friends. All right. When you actually go to, you know, apply for a house, a lot of people talk about pre-qualification and pre-approval. Talk to me a little bit about the difference.
You know, those are two different things. A pre-qualification is a conversation that you're having with somebody. You're finding out what your budget is and what loan programs you might qualify for. The pre-approval process is when you actually make a loan application and you're actually being approved for a certain type of loan.
And then finally, let's talk about closing. You've gone through the whole process. Is it still true that the seller will pay the closing costs?
You know, that's not always the case. Right now it's a seller's market, and so you can't always expect that, and that can be a big surprise to some buyers, that not only do you have your down payment, but you have closing costs to pay for as well. Closing costs can be anywhere from 2 to 5% of the purchase price, and not always will the seller be able to pay that for you. So you have to be expecting that. And there's even some upfront fees, like credit report and appraisal fees that you could expect.
Perfect. Shelly with Numerica, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll go ahead and put all of this great information on our social media pages and our website, myfoxspokane.com.